Today, I'm going to go over my MUT 24 team and plans for my team throughout the year, plus how you can play Madden 24 earlier than everyone else and get a massive head start. Alright, we'll start by going over my MUT 24 team so far, plus my plans for it throughout the year. On offense, you can see I built my entire offensive line possible so far. There's no left guard in the Rookie Premier promo. If you saw my YouTube short about the best offensive line in MUT 24, I have it right here. Paris Johnson Jr., John Michael Schmitz, Anthony Bradford, and Darnell Wright. I think that's going to be a very solid offensive line to start off the year, as long as I can get a somewhat decent guard for cheap. Then my favorite Rookie Premier, Darnell Washington at tight end. He's probably my favorite because I'm a Steelers fan, but still other than that, he's a beast at 6'7". He's going to be like Donald Parham, but a better blocker. I think he's going to be the best card at launch of the game. For my wide receivers, I'm going to have the Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson, aka card, as my wide receiver 1, then Rashee Rice as my wide receiver 2. I was considering building another one, like maybe Mingo or Flowers, but I decided that Rice was the best for my playstyle. For wide receiver 3, my running back, fullback, quarterback, I'm going to wait till the game comes out and hopefully start building a Steelers theme team. So maybe get Kenny Pickett, maybe they add Ben Roethlisberger or something like that and get my quarterback. And yeah, fill out the rest of the skill positions with Steelers. Like I said, at launch, I'm going to be using rookie premieres and all the free players possible, so I'll have a decent team. But when I get upgrades for my team, I'm going to be working on just getting Steelers players or people with Steelers chem, because I feel like building a theme team for your favorite team is the funnest way to play MUT. Moving on to defense, I got Dorian Williams as my middle linebacker. He'll probably be my middle linebacker for the first few months, maybe first 2 months, depending on how good he is, because I don't like spending any resources on middle linebackers. I don't use them that much, but I think he'll probably be a pretty solid one to start at the year. Now, this is probably the part of the team I'm most excited about. CB1, I got Christian Gonzalez. I think he's going to be the best cornerback, maybe besides Sauce, at launch, as well as Julius Brents, who he is just so big. He's not that fast, but he is so big. Like, you're not going to be able to highball him. He's going to be incredible. And as my CB3, I just got DJ Turner, who is kind of average height, but is elite speed. He's like in the top 10 fastest players in the game. He's going to be so good on the outside. Then I also just built Tyree Wilson because I figured I wanted to build out my defensive line a little bit, at least until there's some good Steelers players at those positions. And then I got Brian Brzee as my defensive tackle, and he'll be great up the middle, hard to stop. The same applies for the rest of positions as it did with my skill positions on offense. I'm going to try and fill them out with either free players at launch, but throughout the year, good Steelers players, because I want to build that theme team. Yes, let's get into how you can get the game early. So if you pre-order the deluxe edition of Madden 24, you will get it at least 3 days before everyone else. I say at least and not exactly 3 days, because as you can see on the screen, it says that I can play it in 13 days, 3 hours, and about 29 minutes. Well, if we go look at the time, it's 4:31, which means in 3 hours, 3.5-ish hours, it'll be 8 o'clock. And today's August 1st, so 13 days from 8 o'clock tonight will be August 14th, meaning that instead of being able to play when it turns to the 15th at midnight, we will be able to play at least 4 hours before that on the 14th. And this theory is confirmed by going over to View Product. On the right side of your screen, you can see that it releases on August 14th. Some of the theories that I've seen for why they changed it to the 14th at 8 p.m. is because instead of releasing the game in different stages through different time zones, for example, someone in New Zealand would be able to play the game somewhere between 12 and 16 hours before someone in the US or Canada. But this way, everybody gets the game at the exact same time and everyone has a fair start. For me, the 3 or 4 day early access alone is enough to make the deluxe edition worth it. But I'll get into the other perks right now. If we look at the top, it says pre-order the deluxe edition and receive a Hall of Fame player item and a Superstar celebration. The Hall of Fame player item will most likely be an 84 to 85 overall, just like the Sauce and Jay Jettas, aka. I assume that the Hall of Fame player item will be very similar to the All Madden from last year, and the Superstar celebration will most likely be for Superstar mode, which is returning this year. We already went over the 3-day early access and why I think it's worth it. As long as you put it to good use and grind out all the solo challenges possible, I know it's boring, but you'll get such a major head start if you can complete them all before everyone else. The 4,600 Madden points is like $50 almost worth of Madden points, which is crazy. That will give you another huge head start as long as you spend them correctly. I'll have a video up on the best way to spend them when Madden 24 comes out. It includes dual entitlement, so a PS4 and PS5 version of the game. So if you play on PS4 at the start of the year, you'll easily be able to upgrade to the PS5 version if you get one later. Next is the Josh Allen Elite Player item, which is probably just going to be his core elite. I know a lot of people think that's going to be a few overall lower than his normal core elite, but I think EA is going to do it different this year, making core elites at the max 86 overall instead of 88 overall like last year. So if it is like that, then the Josh Allen core elite player is probably going to be only an 86 or an 85 overall, which wouldn't make it too crazy if EA gave it to us. I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks to start off the year, especially if you can get him the deluxe edition. Next is a choice of 2 strategy items, 1 offense and 1 defense. Isn't super important, but will give you a nice little boost. Lastly is an NFL Marvel Bills gear, just the uniform. Not that interesting. However, if you pre-ordered the deluxe edition before July 22nd, on top of everything else here, you will also receive a choice between Jay Jettis or Sauce Gardner, aka at 85 overall, and they're probably going to be the best at their positions at launch. In my opinion, all of these perks make the deluxe edition well worth it. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss my upcoming videos going over any MUT 24 news. See you then.